The Aegean wind whispered tales of forgotten heroes as Bellerophon, a man sculpted from the fury of the sea and the grace of a forgotten lineage, stood on the precipice of his destiny. Son of Eurynome and, unbeknownst to his stepfather Glaucus, the sea god Poseidon, Bellerophon craved glory with an ache that gnawed at his soul. Unlike the demigods who reveled in their celestial connections, Bellerophon felt adrift, a man yearning for a purpose etched in the constellations. Frustration gnawed at him, a relentless tide threatening to drown his spirit. Seeking guidance, he ventured to the oracle of Polyidus, a man whose eyes held the secrets of the cosmos. The air crackled with anticipation as Bellerophon knelt before the altar. His request, a plea for a path to heroism, echoed through the cavernous chamber. Polyidus, his voice raspy with the weight of ages, commanded Bellerophon to seek slumber at the altar of Athena, goddess of wisdom and warfare. The hero obeyed, surrendering himself to the cool embrace of the stone. As the first whispers of dawn kissed the horizon, Bellerophon found himself suspended in a dreamscape. A vision of Athena, resplendent in armor of celestial bronze, materialized before him. With a gesture both regal and breathtakingly gentle, she bestowed upon him a golden bridle, its surface shimmering with the promise of untold possibilities. Bellerophon awoke with a gasp, the dream clinging to him like the salty spray of the sea. In his hand, a weight confirmed the fantastical nature of his vision, the golden bridle, a tangible inscription of the goddess' favor. Hope, a fragile bud long dormant, unfurled within him. With offerings to both Athena and his divine father, Poseidon, Bellerophon embarked on a quest that would forever alter the tapestry of his life. His destination, the fabled Mount Helicon, where the celestial steed Pegasus, a creature born from the union of the sea god and the Gorgon Medusa, grazed freely. He found Pegasus bathed in the golden light of dawn, a magnificent creature with wings that shimmered like spun moonlight. Untamed, the stallion radiated a wild freedom that resonated with the yearning in Bellerophon's heart. Yet, the beast, sensing the divine touch upon the bridle, allowed itself to be harnessed. The moment Bellerophon mounted Pegasus, a surge of power coursed through him. Man and beast became one, soaring through the boundless sky, leaving behind the shackles of mortality. However, fate, a fickle mistress, cast a long shadow. A misstep, a moment of carelessness, led Bellerophon to take the life of a man. Grief gnawed at him, a chilling reminder of his own mortality. Seeking purification, he descended from the heavens and landed at the court of King Proetus. Queen Steed, a woman with eyes that held the allure of a storm and a heart as cold as the Aegean depths, took immediate notice of the handsome hero. She weaved a web of deceit, her desires twisting into a poisonous concoction. When Bellerophon, unwavering in his honor, rejected her advances, Steed, fueled by fury and a bruised ego, unleashed a torrent of lies. She accused him of attempting to violate her virtue, a charge as venomous as a serpent's bite. King Proetus, bound by the laws of hospitality, couldn't condemn a guest. Yet the queen's accusations hung heavy in the air. With a sly smile, the king devised a plan that reeked of betrayal. He entrusted Bellerophon with a sealed message addressed to King Iobates, Steed's father. Unbeknownst to the unsuspecting hero, the message held the queen's fabricated tale, a death sentence disguised as a royal request. Bellerophon, ever trusting, accepted the sealed scroll and journeyed to the court of Iobates. The tension in the air was thicker than the sea fog as Bellerophon presented the king with the message. Iobates, a man who understood the weight of unspoken threats, knew he couldn't attack Bellerophon directly. Instead, he devised a series of trials, each one designed to be Bellerophon's undoing. The first challenged the chimera, a monstrosity with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a serpent's tail, its breath laced with fire. No hero had ever faced such a creature and emerged unscathed. Yet Bellerophon, his heart pounding with a warrior's resolve, mounted Pegasus. Soaring above the beast, he rained arrows upon it until the chimera, its cries echoing in the valleys, fell silent. Iobates, witnessing the hero's skill and the unwavering loyalty of Pegasus, felt a flicker of unease. He threw another challenge at Bellerophon to conquer the Selimi, a fearsome tribe known for their savagery. Once again, Bellerophon emerged victorious, his name whispered with a mixture of awe and fear amongst the people. But Iobates, still harboring suspicion and a flicker of Sthenebea's poisonous whispers, wasn't finished. He concocted a final, desperate gamble and ambush by his own elite guard. Night fell, heavy and thick with the scent of betrayal. As Bellerophon retired to his chambers, a chilling premonition snaked through him. He couldn't shake the feeling of eyes watching him, the weight of unseen blades hanging in the air. Sleep refused to come, and when it finally did, it was filled with nightmares of snarling beasts and mocking laughter. Just before dawn, a cacophony of shouts and clashing steel shattered the fragile peace. Bellerophon, heart hammering against his ribs, leaped from his bed and reached for his trusty sword. Bursting out of his chambers, he found himself surrounded by Iobates' soldiers, their faces twisted with murderous intent. A fierce battle ensued. The flickering torchlight danced on the faces of the combatants, revealing a tableau of desperation and fury. Bellerophon, with a warrior's grace and the honed reflexes forged in countless trials, fought like a man possessed. But he was outnumbered, and fatigue gnawed at him. Just when it seemed all was lost, a whinny split the air. Pegasus, sensing the danger, had broken free from its stable. It crashed through the courtyard, a blinding white fury, scattering the soldiers like frightened sheep. With a grateful roar, Bellerophon mounted his winged steed. Soaring above the battlefield, Bellerophon surveyed the scene. Below him, the remaining soldiers looked like ants, their weapons glinting uselessly in the rising sun. With a newfound determination, Bellerophon didn't rain down arrows or unleash fiery wrath upon them. Instead, he circled above, his presence a constant, terrifying reminder of his power. Slowly, the soldiers began to drop their weapons, their bravado replaced by a chilling sense of defeat. Iobates, watching from the ramparts, felt the weight of his folly pressing down on him. He had underestimated the hero, the power of the gods who favored Bellerophon, and the loyalty of the magnificent winged steed. With a heavy heart, Iobates called a truce. He emerged from the palace gates, his head bowed in submission. The air crackled with the unspoken question what fate awaited Bellerophon. Would he be executed for defying a king, or would his valor earn him clemency? As Iobates approached, Bellerophon remained silent, his gaze unwavering. The tension stretched until it threatened to snap. Then, the king spoke. His voice, hoarse with regret, confessed the truth, the lies woven by Sthenebeia, the king's own daughter, and the desperate measures he had taken to eliminate a perceived threat. Bellerophon listened, his face an unreadable mask. The revelation sparked a storm of emotions within him: anger at the deceit, relief at his vindication, and a chilling realization of the lengths to which men and gods could manipulate each other. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Bellerophon broke the silence. His voice, when it came, was a low rumble, laced with a quiet power. He spoke of honor, of the gods' justice, and of the consequences of playing a hand in their games. The outcome of that confrontation remained shrouded in the mists of time. Some tales claim Bellerophon, his heart hardened by betrayal, demanded a heavy price from Iobates, half his kingdom, and the hand of his daughter Philonoe in marriage. Others whisper of a more magnanimous act: Bellerophon accepting an apology and returning to his homeland, forever scarred by the web of deceit he had been entangled in. Yet one thing remained certain: the trials by fire had forged Bellerophon into a true hero. His name echoed throughout the land, a testament to his courage and his bond with the magnificent Pegasus. But the embers of doubt, fanned by the flames of betrayal, had taken root within him. A seed of pride, subtle yet potent, had been sown, waiting to blossom and ultimately lead to his downfall.